Chibius stepped out of the Felix Houphouët-Boigny airport into the heavy warmth of the Ivorian evening. The air was thick, fragrant with possibility. Neon lights shimmered against the night, coupe-decal music pulsed from a distant car stereo, and for a moment, the hum of the city wrapped around him like a promise. He adjusted the strap of his duffel bag and exhaled. This was more than a business trip, it was a quiet pursuit of something new. Chibius, a familiar voice rang out. Clement, an old university friend, waved with enthusiasm from across the terminal. They embraced, laughter rising above the clamor of taxis and wheeled suitcases. "Welcome to Abidjan, my brother." Clement grinned, ushering him toward the car. Clement's apartment was a warm blend of sleek modern design and African aesthetics. Woven textiles hung beside minimalist furniture, and the scent of roasted peanuts lingered in the air. As Chibius settled in, the two men caught up talking about work, home, and the rhythm of life in Côte d'Ivoire. Soon, hunger drove them out into the night. They dined at a roadside Maki's, savoring grilled fish and adiak under dim streetlights. The laughter of nearby patrons mingled with music, and for the first time in weeks, Chibius felt truly present. "You haven't tasted Côte d'Ivoire until you've had this," Clement said, licking his fingers with satisfaction. Afterward, they wandered the lively streets until Clement led them to an art gallery showcasing local creatives. Inside, under the soft glow of track lighting, Chibius stopped in front of a painting, a masked figure mid-dance, vibrant and haunting. "That piece always gets people," said a voice beside him. He turned. A young woman with almond-shaped eyes and an effortless poise studied him. Her name was Jennifer Kawami, a 24-year-old curator with a voice as graceful as the artwork she introduced. They talked about Benin bronzes, Fela Kuti, the diaspora and identity. Their worlds, different as they were, began to quietly collide. Chibius confessed he was new in town, here for work but open to more. Jennifer smiled mischievously. "Then you need to see Parker Place," she said, already leading him toward the door. Clement trailed behind, amused. That night, drums echoed into the open air. Reggae blended with Zouglou in a heady rhythm. Jennifer danced, pulling Chibius onto the floor. At first awkward, he let go and joined her in motion, laughing, sweating, alive. Back in bed later, Chibius stared at the ceiling. He hadn't asked for her number. Regret gnawed at him. He turned restlessly, hoping fate might intervene. The next morning, unable to shake her from his thoughts, he returned to the gallery. She wasn't there. Just as he turned to leave, the door swung open. "Oh," he said, too quickly. "I was just passing by, on my way to get coffee." Jennifer arched a brow, amused but charmed. That evening, over dinner, the spark between them grew into a flame. Over the following weeks, they became inseparable. Evening walks, movie nights, quiet dinners, they carved out a rhythm. But cracks began to show. Chibius fumbled through French, and Jennifer chuckled at his Igbo expressions. Cultural quirks became stumbling blocks. Her family prized stability. His worried about falling too hard for someone across borders. One night, under a silver moon near the lagoon, they sat in silence. "What happens next?" Jennifer finally asked. "You live in Lagos." This was always temporary. He met her gaze, heart heavy. She was right. He'd extended his stay, chasing a feeling, but time was running out. A month passed. His return ticket loomed. He watched her one afternoon, radiant as she curated a new exhibit. Love, he realized, was never convenient. It demanded risk. Later, Jennifer found a plane ticket tucked inside one of the gallery's catalog's logos. Behind her, Chibuya stood, unsure. "Let's make this work," he said, voice barely above a whisper. She turned slowly, the weight of reality in her eyes. "I have my life here, Chibuya's. And you have yours." His heart clenched. But he understood. At the airport, as his plane taxied down the runway, Chibuya looked out over the city that had stirred something deep in him. Maybe this was goodbye. Or maybe, it was just the end of one chapter.
You can see me tear, look like a rain. I can find what's on